there's the sunshine. So a few closing thoughts. So I was out, obviously, and it was raining a little bit, and my rope got wet. So people will ask, does that hurt your rope? Does it hurt it to get it wet? And the bottom line is no. There's no evidence to support that getting the rope wet actually damages it. A lot of people get very paranoid about stepping on ropes. You know, particularly in Japan where everything is very focused on cleanliness and such, you know, don't step on somebody's rope if you can avoid it. But there's also no evidence from people that have tested that kind of a scenario that there's a huge risk of damaging a rope from stepping on it. Ropes are designed to be very tough. Abrasion against an edge, that's dangerous. Watch that kind of stuff. If you're doing stuff with Jumars and stuff that's grabbing the rope a lot, you know, you'll wear your rope. There's certainly things that you do got to keep an eye on if you're going to frizz out your rope. But those are not all those serious concern. And dirty ropes, keeping them clean and all that. It's very good to wash ropes. People certainly are different in terms of their comfort levels with what kind of materials they can use. But generally speaking, people do use dishwasher detergent. If it's safe for skin, it's usually safe for people. People in the search and rescue and backcountry medicine fields will have blood and other sorts of bodily fluids on ropes. They do clean that using traditional chemicals. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of research around whether or not chlorine is damaging or other sorts of more stringent materials are dangerous. Not my area, but I've read stuff on that. Battery acid is really bad. Anything that affects the chemistry of the rope molecules, those are very dangerous. So if you've had a loose battery or spilled something on it, whatever that is, if it's a soft material, that should be retired immediately. That's a hard line, usually. But again, look to the manufacturer's recommendations about what they would recommend. There are a bunch of materials to wash ropes, and so, you know, you might wash it occasionally and then keep it clean, especially if it's a sport rope and you're sweating all over it all the time. They do start to stink. It's totally fine to wash ropes. And there are all sorts of machines that you can buy that are designed to help wash ropes. So you can get brushes that basically have a pipe, they're inside of a pipe where the water flow goes, and then the ropes are cleaned both by the abrasion of the brush and also by the water flow. A lot of people also will put ropes in the washing machine. Again, maybe people in your house won't want you doing that, but if you live by yourself, no one can tell me not to wash my ropes anymore. So I have a couple rules there, though. If you got a bunch of stuff that's not just general detergents, you'd want to think about whether or not that might affect the rope. Those are just open-ended questions, but if you're using essentially stuff that if you drank it wouldn't kill you, that's generally my rule. Yeah, so sun's out again. I love the rain in the woods. It's awful nice to go to the onsen afterwards.